India is a state in the northeast of India, and its population of 2 million is heavily exposed to heavy rains, floods, then of course also landslides and earthquakes. Just to give you an example, in the year 2017, a third of Nagaland's population was affected by heavy rain in the monsoon season in that year. Now, the Nagaland state has been already quite engaged, and they set up a specific state disaster response fund that provides disaster relief after such events. Also, additional funding might be available from the National Disaster Risk Fund in India. But generally, after a heavy monsoon season, this funding is not enough. So, and that leaves Nagaland with a protection gap. And that protection gap can be significant. Just to give you an example, in the monsoon season 2018, the total costs for disaster relief measures summed up to more than $52 million. Now, the amount and the funding available in the State Disaster Response Fund is makes up roughly about 10% of that sum. And in order to address that protection gap, we are now developing and helping the state of Nagaland to develop an insurance cover that will provide additional funding after heavy rains. So closing the protection gap and giving Nagaland additional funding in the aftermath of heavy rains, floods and earthquakes, and thus being able to provide more meaningful and more timely disaster response after these events. So to sum up, we don't have time. And insurance covering extreme events and natural catastrophes are therefore an important source of climate finance to make vulnerable countries more resilient and to enable a sustainable development. Thank you very much.